Hey, what's going on?
This lady said to go straight up and park on the right-hand side so they can get this other oversized behind me.
10-4.
What?
Yeah. He's definitely big.
Half off the rails. Be good right there.
Yeah, he's huge. Alright, so that's not my high pole. This load that we were supposed to be getting, or not supposed to be getting, that we got, we thought it was going to require a high pole. But thank God it didn't require an actual high pole, because the load was supposed to be 13.2, but when I got it, it was like, what was it, like 11.10? It was like 11.10 yesterday. It was a whole chaos fiasco yesterday. Like, it was just a whole interesting ordeal yesterday. The first load, when I got there, there was a load of three loads there. It was 3 RGNs, and they had these big, tall, 15 feet tall, 12 feet wide containers or boxes or crates. And that's what my broker told me that I was supposed to be getting. So when we got there, I was like, oh man, like, you know, I gotta go get this load. It's gonna be crazy, whoop the woo. We had literally, I think we were like doing it like within an hour. We're trying to find the right chains, or not the right chains, the right straps to use for the load. And I went to Northern Tool. To make a long story short, I went to Northern Tool, then I went to Tractor Supply. Each store had 2 straps available, and that's what I took. And that was just the whole ordeal. Got to the load, and then I found out this is what my load was, which you can't see right now, and I'll show you in a bit. It was basically a tank. It's like a water tank, real small. Same height though, not same height. It's real small. It's only 11 feet tall, 11.10, and it fits on my trailer perfectly fine at 13.10, which I thought was gonna be 15.2. So it was just like, we had to go change permits, we had to cancel a height pole,
Large RV coming.
a whole bunch of different things we had to do, you know what I mean?
You see what's coming behind you?
Yeah, I see an RV pulling up right now. I see that big blue semi truck with that big load also.
That way I don't have to keep calling them out while I'm sitting here.
Oh yeah, I can see, you're fine. Thank you though. So yeah, then
We got 4 oversized.
yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I messaged the pilot lady and asked her to tell us what exit they're getting off for the truck stop.
10-4. So that was yesterday, right? So we got loaded, we got everything set up with, you know, all of our marker lights and what you call it, our those thingies, the signage, it's the signage, everything like that. Met up with the pilot car today and got all of our permits back in time today, and then Jay's doing the navigation for me. We all looked at the permits, the pilot car, Jay, me. We did a pre-trip of my truck, make sure everything was straight, everything that we needed to do to get on the road. The roads out here in Virginia, over here in Portsmouth, are not labeled by numbers, they're labeled just by name. On the permits, it just was confusing because it said I-64, but it's really 164, and then it tells you to get on 664 to go west or north. Was it north? To go west, but we were already on 660. We was already on I-64 west, but we had to get on 664 north.
No.
Yes, we did. No.
No, the permit said to get on 664 west, but the signs said 664 south and 664 north. So there was no sign that said 664 west. So we were all like, duh. But we ended up realizing that west and north are diagonal or straight from across from each other. So
point is, it was confusing. The pilot car was confused. We were confused because the pilot car is following us. We're directing the pilot car in a sense. So it was just confusing as crap. And I'm just like, my mind is like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's scrambled. So right now we're at the way station that we're supposed to be at, and we're supposed to be escorted through the tunnel. So we gotta go underneath the water and come out on the other side, and then we're gonna get on 64. So while we're waiting, they got 1, 2, I think it's 3 heavy hauls behind me, oversized, and then I'm gonna be the one in front, and you know, we're gonna go through this tunnel together and get through it. So it's gonna be an interesting trip right here. see how it goes down. But that's what we went through in the morning. And I'm telling you, when I say stress. And I know some of y'all gonna be in the comments like, why are you stressed? You gotta read your permits. Virginia is no joke. And then the next week load I got is gonna be even worse because I booked the load for next week. Went ahead and got a booking ahead. That load, I'm gonna just say, is 44 feet long. That's all I'm gonna say. I need to get on that polycard thing, Dad. Yeah, we saw grandma and her, it looked like her daughter. The daughter was driving, the grandma was in the passenger seat. Yeah, that's a good question that you do that,
You take the zipper, that way you stay away from both sides of the wall. We do go underwater.
Yeah, I remember. I'm not a real big fan of big bodied water like this.
Not either.
So I caught on. Zipper means the middle lane. You see it? It's like a zipper.
Yeah.
And I was at first, she said zipper lane. I was like, oh, middle lane. Oh, you might catch him on the angle right here. You might. Yep. That shit's hard.
I can't see it.
Can't see it?
No.
Damn. Record this phone. Oh, man, that was badass.
Can you still see on your right? You going right here?
Ain't nobody gonna pass us.
I know, but
We
I
got
just
the
make
whole
sure
road to ourselves.
you like over there?
Maybe I should get over to 3, let them have it. Should I get over to 3 and let him have it?
You can do that. He's coming around to 1.
Woo-wee. That's a load, boy. That's a load. That's a load. That's a nice trailer too. It looked like it was I wanted to say, I don't know. It looked like, I don't know what it was. It looked like it could have been a perimeter, but I don't know for sure. I'm gonna go on and slow it down, keep it at 55. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm gonna get back over that too.
Go back to the zipper.
Well, that's interesting. My pilot car, we just pulled over on the side of the road, and my pilot car, she said her car overheated because we just went up a mountain. Some water to put in her coolant until she can come back over. She said the car never overheated before. When you got your car and the truck on the road all the time, it's bound to have issues. It is what it is. So she's gonna go get some water. We'll take a little break right now on the side of the ramp, and then we're gonna get back to it in a minute. But that was interesting. I mean, I hope that doesn't slow. I mean, it is gonna slow us down a little bit because if she got to stop again, it's like you know what I mean. But we should be able to make the full trip. We got a couple mountains in here to go through, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. But if it does, it does. It's not a bad load. Waiting on my pilot car still, but it's not a bad load. Looks pretty good. Fix my flap here.
Just pull up along the edge here.
That's what he said, Dave.
Yeah, easy out.
Probably a restaurant. About 6 hours and 30 minutes of driving. We couldn't leave. Last night we stopped really early because there was curfew on the 77 Turnpike going up to Kentucky. So we had to call it short last night around like 5 o'clock, something like that. Because the Turnpike curfew was at 6:30. And then this morning, the curfew is at where we're going. It's at 7:30 till 9, right? So we're leaving right now at 7:30. So that way when we get there, by the time we get there, it should be closer to 9, and then we can continue driving onto the Turnpike. There's a lot of things that go into these permits and rules with these states, man. You gotta make sure you read your permits. Gotta make sure you know what you're doing. I'm glad I got my girlfriend with me, and I also got the pilot car with me, so they can also help me read it properly. Because some of them are a little confusing because we had to get our permits, we had to get them redone because the load wasn't 15-2, so we had to get a whole different route, whole different set of permits and everything. So just ready to keep my logbook in the road right now. So they bungee jump off the bridge right here. Let's see why. I guess we want to see.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is the bridge.
One of them, but they bungee jump off the New River Gorge. I think that may have been on the instant back there. I'm not sure, but it's about this high. Okay. I've been over it. If you go over to that park, you can see how high up you are. Got a 1.5 foot on the candlestick.
But if we were like 14 feet, a little bit bigger than that, then it'd be a little bit more of a concern, but not too wide. Just right.
Closer to candlesticks, you're too close to the rail. Clear.
I'd be a lot more concerned if there was people actually working today, but it doesn't seem like nobody's working in the construction zone, so I'd be a lot more concerned then. But you know, a lot of them tend to work like right there on the line of the border of the candlesticks, so I'd be a lot more concerned, you know, watching for them. They have to watch for me. You know, speed limit is 55 coming through here, but I'm doing 44, way under.
It's off the rail.
I get a couple more of these in, man. I'll be a full-fledged oversized driver, man. For real, for real. All right, right now, GPS, man. The not even GPS, the permits. We could have took 64 all the way up, and we would have been straight to Kentucky. But for some reason, I guess the permits are telling us to take these back roads, so we had to take 94 South. Go down, get on these back roads back here. We're still on 94 South, but no, actually right now we're on 3. Go down 94 South. It got real twisty and turny and windy, real narrow. As you can see, a little bit more narrow than this. And then we had to hop on 3, which that's what we're on right now. And 3 is going to take us all the way until
Back to 119.
back towards 19.
Yes.
So it's like we were supposed to go north, but instead of going north, we're going south, and now we're going west. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe it was something they wanted us to avoid. I'm pretty sure the permits had a reason, but it's just like, man, it's like, yeah, we don't like this. But we had to go back around and spend another $200 on permits we got now. Now the permits is taking us all through this crap. Like I don't understand it, man. We're in backwoods of West Virginia. Like we're deep in West Virginia. Deep. On my phone, but twisty, turny roads. Twisty, turny roads. That. Going straight up too, by the way. That is not fucking wet.
I'm glad it's not heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got no phone service. I'm gonna eat the whole road. Sorry for excuse my French, man. I'm not gonna leave that shit out, so. next week. Next week is worse.
Well, we don't know what the road is gonna look like next week.
I hope
we need to.
like this.
We need to look at it.
Yeah, we need to look at this. When we talk to the permit people today, we gotta like really.
Yeah,
man, I don't want no twisty, turning, windy roads, man. Alright, don't take me off no back roads. I need to get a major highway the entire way. Next week will be an interesting week though. It's gonna get any worse. We're going downhill. We had to take the tarp off, or it has 3 layers of tarp. So sometimes when you get loads out the port, which I've gotten a load out the port before, they'll have their own cheap version of a tarp that you can get from Walmart. And I guess what they decided to do in Korea, once they shipped it, was put 3 tarps up there and staple it to the wood. So the tarp held on for about 300 miles. Can't complain. But I guess once we picked up more speed, that's when we started having issues. So me and Jay both had to go out there and take that tarp completely apart to get it all off. And now that's where the tarp is at right now. So we got to take the remainder of the tarp because we can't litter, you know what I mean? So we got to take the remainder of the tarp and put it in the truck until we get to a truck stop. This truck stop is not until an hour and 49 minutes away. After we get to that truck stop, we still have a 2-hour truck left to go drop off our load. And not to mention, just found out that we're not gonna be able to drop off today. It's like I caught so much of it, man. I mean, first of all, everybody else got their Tennessee permits, and my permit people said we weren't gonna be able to get Tennessee in time, so take West Virginia. Took West Virginia. We got, I'm talking about so much. It's like up the hills, the fuel. What else? The tarp issue. The turns, we had a couple crazy turns we had to go through. What else? Losing time. My pilot car CB radio went out. I mean, dude, it was just a lot. All right, y'all. So the load has been delivered. Well, not fully yet. They can't offload me today because I showed up a little late, which is cool. Honestly though, I think I might go to this Petro right over here. I think Jimmy's over there because, I mean, if he drove all day today, that means he's out of time. So he's probably at this Petro that's right across the street, but they're gonna unload it Monday. You know, Tuesday is 4th of July, and everybody who's here went back home for, you know, for home time. This is actually a Ford EV facility that they're building. So all over there in the distance is the building that are going to be building electric cars for Ford. I thought that was freaking insane because it's a as you can see, it's a massive project. So they're building Ford electric vehicles over here, and I guess we're some of the first people to be able to deliver some loads here. It was 24 loads. I got the last load. I made a good relationship with the broker, so next time, you know, I might be dealing with him next time. But other than that, that is the end of the video. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's been a while since I dropped. It's been like a month. But like I said, doing this type of magnitude of loads is not going to be like consistent. You know, it's going to be like, I've been doing it once a week. I'm trying to get to 2 a week. I'm trying to get the hang of it, trying to really get the hang of doing this. I got my girlfriend helping me out making videos. But other than that, man, we out. Thank y'all for watching. If you're brand new, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. If you're not brand new and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, I'm sorry that I haven't grabbed your attention. But obviously, if you're here and you haven't subscribed yet and you watched my videos before, that means either you hate me or you just simply hate me. Other than that, I love y'all.
Hey, counting these commas, we run it up. All of these hoes, they won't come with us. Sipping that dirty, she getting real sloppy. Staying high, now she living the dreams. On the pants, Magello on me. Jolly Ranchers mixed it up with the lean. Johnny Dang, all my diamonds on fleek. Pop me a perk and she think I'm a geek.